Welcome back to New England Roller Derby Report. We'd like to thank their production sponsor, Sociopath. Sociopath is a skater-run business offering custom-sewn to-order legwear for teams and individuals. Size-inclusive activewear designed to fit you. Sociopath also offers dozens of armband and helmet cover options for scrimmage and competition. Team discounts are available. Please see sociopath.ca for more details.
I'd like to thank you for joining us once more at La Classique Georgia W Tush 2019.
Oh, a big sign thanking Nerd Derby for allowing us to stream live from Arena Saint-Louis in Montreal.
I could not agree more. So what we're about to witness is the Victorian All-Stars from Victorian Roller Derby League, and of course the new skids on the block from Montreal Roller Derby. My name is Lightning Slim.
I'm Chloé Gwendoline. Welcome.
Vous êtes à la Classique Georgia W Tush 2019. C'est le match du samedi soir. Et c'est un gros match parce que ça met nos prises de grandes invités, les Victorian Roller Derby All-Stars. Et de Montréal, les new skids on the block. Will you please intro the first team?
It would be my pleasure. All right, Derby fans, please welcome, all the way from Australia, Victorian Roller Derby League, All-Stars!
All right, taking a look at the rosters for Victorian Roller Derby League tonight. Number 10, Bisexual. Number 11, Sarah Love. Number 130, Jesse Henry. Number 20, Lorage. Number 2806, Danny Darko. Number 32, Jambi. Number 4, Slamazon. Number 4000, Anna Paviova. Number 46, Steel Thunder. Number 6, Walker. Number 66, Lauren Foote. Number 83, Curly Burley. Number 85, Bianca Sharetta. And number 9, Lethal.
Shout out to our colleague Jax down on the floor for putting us all into those introductions for VRDO.
La meilleure équipe au Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, de Montréal, les new skids on the block.
For the new skids on the block, 008, Low Rider. 10-17, Bigley Smalls. Number 1, 2, 3, Miracle Whips. Number 13, Alcatraz. 1773, Magnum PEI. Number 18, it's Badger. 19, Fresh Abacado. 22, Roadrunner. Number 289, Cheese Grater. Number 44, Paper Cut. Number 66, Falcon Punch. Number 934, Why So Serious? Number 99, Katie Kaboom. And who could forget quadruple 9, Montreal Cool. 59, Kyle Kenzie. Those are the new skids on the block of Montreal. You can certainly hear the electricity here in Arena Saint Louis, here in beautiful Montreal, awaiting this contest. But we have a bit more business to attend to first.
Mesdames et messieurs, pour la première fois, Montréal Roller Derby aimerait reconnaître les terres ancestrales sur lesquelles nous tenons nos événements. Montreal Roller Derby would like to recognize the native land on which we are holding these events. Et pour ce faire, merci. Et pour ce faire, 4 joueuses de Montréal Roller Derby qui ont des racines ancestrales, c'est-à-dire Slaughtermelon Crawl, Tur Evil, Square et Nameless Horror.
I'd like to introduce the podcast here, Bitchy Manitou, to make a statement on behalf of Montreal Roller Derby about occupation of indigenous lands.
Anin, Estel Nindijnikas, Paramishin Nokomis Gibinjiba, Gaiwin Gikenzin Ndodem. Montreal Roller Derby acknowledges that it is on unceded, stolen indigenous lands. The Ganyageha Mohawk Nation is recognized as the custodians of the lands and waters on which we gather today. Jojage, Montreal, is historically known as a gathering place for many First Nations. Miigwech.
Thank you, Bitchy Manitou.
For the first whistle of this bout, the founder of Montreal Roller Derby and the namesake of the tournament, Georgia W Tush, will be doing the official first whistle for the first jam.
That is Jambi and Falcon Punch off the jammer line after that official whistle by Georgia W Tush herself.
Oh, Falcon Punch envoyé à la boîte de pénalité pour un blocage illégal au dos. C'est un super jam pour Jambi de Victorian Roller Derby League All-Stars.
Jambi on this power jam, recycled past the first turn, does manage to secure 4 points in this initial jam of the contest, and that will also freeze Falcon Punch in the penalty area, the Restaurant Gus penalty box.
Anna Peviova seule sur la ligne de jammer pour le prochain jam. Falcon Punch toujours dans la boîte de pénalité.
We begin jam number 2. Anna Peviova, sole possessor of the star, gains lead quickly.
Anna Peviova rejoint le pack pour son premier passage cumulatif. Le pack au coin numéro 1, proche de la ligne de pivot. Falcon Punch libéré de la boîte de pénalité.
Falcon Punch comes back from the penalty area, does secure that initial pass. Anna Peviova, however, scoring and calls off the jam quickly.
Donc un jam de 8 points pour Anna Peviova, aucun pour Falcon Punch. Let's take a look at the officials skating tonight. We have Dread Oculi, Reverend Riot, Jens Hodger, Dylan, Little Tex, Chopsaw, and Danger Muffin.
Lauren Foot jamming against Honey Badger. And Foot with an early play to the front of the pack gains lead designation. However, Honey Badger gives chase.
Lauren Foot décroche 3 points pour son équipe et arrête le jam. Aucun point pour Montréal sur ce dernier jam. On the non-skating officials side, we have Iceman, Lamesh Tsitsi, WEB Destroy, Pinky Rye, Mia Culprit, Pussy Panzerfaust, Chemical Restraint, Oryx and Break, and Shock Maurice.
And as we come to the fourth jam, Victorian Roller Derby All-Stars 15, New Skids on the block held scoreless. Thus far, Sarah Love faces Miracle Whips. Miracle Whips pushed back. Sarah Love with a leap and a spin gains lead.
Miracle Whips hors du pack sur son passage initial. New Skids on the block séparé par la défense des Victorian All-Stars. 1 point de décroché par Miracle, 2 points par Miracle Whips, 2 également pour les Victorian All-Stars. Les New Skids on the block maintenant au tableau. Pointage 17-2 en faveur de Victorian All-Stars.
And so a pair of points apiece will place the New Skids on the block on the board. 17-2 currently with the scoreboard sits. 26 minutes remaining in the first period of play.
Portant l'étoile pour les Victorian All-Stars, c'est Anna Peviova, première jammeuse rapidement. Rogue Runner.
Rogue Runner is spilled coming over the jammer line and sent back. Meanwhile, Anna Peviova has made a scoring pass, spun around, but is surrounded. Now, Bigley getting in on that, however, unable to stop the progress of Anna Peviova for long. 4 points on the board for VRDO.
Rogue Runner tente de compléter son passage initial. C'est fini, c'est complété pour Rogue Runner. Anna Peviova emmenée à l'arrière du pack, recyclé par Manche Voile Cul. Arrête le jam depuis l'intérieur de la piste. Un total de 6 points pour Anna Peviova, aucun point pour les New Skids. Pointage 23-2 en faveur de Victorian All-Stars.
Anna Peviova has jammed twice in the contest thus far, 2 for 2.
Jambi pour Victorian All-Stars, Falcon Punch pour les New Skids on the block.
Yeah, this is a re-engagement of the first jam of the game. Jambi gains lead.
Falcon Punch.
Lethal had Falcon Punch lined up
Oh,
and
yes.
was unable to engage right away. Oh, wait.
It's a power jam for Montreal. Falcon Punch en super jam. Jambi a envoyé la boîte de pénalité. C'est 4 points pour les New Skids on the block.
Falcon Punch now inside the pack. Back to the starting area we go. And Falcon Punch engaging on the inside line, but being pushed into the infield. There's about a minute left in the jam. However, a cutting the track penalty will place Falcon Punch in the Restaurant Gus penalty box.
Jambi de retour sur la piste. Et ça passe pour Jambi. 4 points pour Victorian All-Stars. Pack immobile proche de la ligne de jammer. Facilement, Jambi complète un deuxième passage cumulatif. C'est 4 points de plus pour Victorian All-Stars.
Jambi inside the pack once more has 8 thus far in the jam, looking for more. Push to the exterior in turn number 4. Falcon Punch has returned from the penalty area. Everyone is back on the track.
Le temps de jam est écoulé. Un total de 9 points pour Jambi, 8 pour Falcon Punch. Pointage maintenant 32-10 en faveur de Victorian All-Stars. 22 minutes et 30 quelques secondes restantes à jouer à la première partie.
Victorian All-Stars a score of 32. New Skids on the block, now in double-digit territory at 10. 22 and a half minutes.
Un gros merci à notre commanditaire Low Life Skate Shop qui rend ce broadcast possible. Lauren Foot pour Victorian All-Stars, Kaya Kenzie, la capitaine pour les New Skids, et c'est Kaya Kenzie qui décroche le lead. Première jammers, New Skids on the block.
Lauren Foot momentarily stymied, but now Lauren Foot is able to escape from the pack. However, Kyle Kenzie has lead designation. Paper cut will take a penalty on that play. Multiple blockers from Montreal going to the penalty box. Kyle Kenzie is scoring, but Lauren Foot has also lapped the pack.
Kyle Kenzie, par contre, arrête le jam avant que Lauren Foot ne puisse ajouter des points au tableau. 2-0 pour ce jam en faveur de Montréal. Pointage 32-12.
20 points separate these teams. 32-12 in favor of Victorian Roller Derby. And about 21 and a half minutes remaining in the first period of play.
Facilement, ça passe pour Anna Paviova, jammers pour Victorian All-Stars et la lead Miracle Whips de Montréal. Oh, Miracle Whips de Montréal envoyé à la boîte Renaltigus pour avoir coupé la piste. Anna Paviova arrête le jam immédiatement après avoir décroché 4 points pour son équipe.
So Anna Paviova of Victoria, not only keeping that 3-jam lead streak alive, scores 4, calls it off immediately, and freezes Miracle Whips in the penalty box.
Because along with Miracle Whips, there are also 2 blockers for the New Skids on the block currently in the Gus Restaurant penalty box.
C'est vrai?
Oui, c'est vrai. I didn't know you spoke French, Slim.
Well, you know, I went to grade school. I got a tiny bit.
Full of secret talents.
Sarah Love gains lead for the Victorian All-Stars.
Sarah Love through with 4 points for Victorian All-Stars.
Nine jams in, and Montreal has only gained lead just the once.
Sarah Love traverse le pack une deuxième fois, 4 points de plus pour Victorian All-Stars. Miracle Whips de retour de la boîte des pénalités complète son passage initial. Montréal accélère la cadence du pack. Sarah Love arrête le jam, aucun point sur le dernier passage. Un total de 8-0 en faveur de Victorian All-Stars. Pointage maintenant 44 à 12.
Bit of congratulation between the blockers from the new Skids. They were able, at the last pass, to protect their own points against Sarah Love as Sarah Love entered the pack at the end of the jam. 19 minutes remaining in the first period of play, and the Victorian All-Stars with a fairly commanding lead of 44-12 over the new Skids on the block of Montreal.
Anna Paviova pour Victorian All-Stars de Honey Badger pour les New Skids on the block. Et ça passe pour Anna Paviova, première jammeuse Victorian All-Stars.
Anna Paviova, the lead machine. Honey Badger clears initial, gives chase.
Anna Paviova sur un pied fait une pirouette. 4 points.
An artful finish.
Yes, it is an artful finish. 4-0. Quick and easy. Score now 48-12 in favor of Victorian All-Stars. Un gros merci également à Quetzal Kombucha, un autre de nos commanditaires de la Classique Georgia W Tush. Merci de rendre le broadcast possible. Jambi pour Victorian All-Stars, Falcon Punch pour Montréal. Et ça passe pour Falcon Punch, première jammeuse, New Skids on the block.
Falcon Punch stumbling initially, but finding the right way into things. Falcon Punch has lead for the new Skids. Bigley will take a penalty for Montreal, heads to the box now.
Jambi et Falcon Punch à 4 points chacune à date dans ce jam. Falcon Punch dans le pack, coincé à la ligne de pivot par une formation tripode de Victorian All-Stars. Pendant ce temps-là, Jambi facilement traverse le pack pour 4 points. Biceptual, dernière ligne de défense pour Victorian.
Victoria penalty number 6, Walker, goes to the box as the whistles blow. Stop the jam, and in the final accounting, I believe, yes, that is an 11-8 jam, bringing the Victorian All-Stars up to 59, the new Skids on the block, 20, and about 16 and a half minutes remaining in the first period.
We have some exciting events coming up in Montreal. You might have heard that we are hosting the WFTDA Championships right here in Montreal.
Yes, I might have heard quelque chose.
Yes, you might have heard quelque chose. I think it's been mentioned once or twice. It's going to be at Centre Claude Robillard. The tickets are on sale this Monday, June 17. Don't miss your chance to witness the highest level of roller derby in beautiful Montreal this November.
Indeed, and ticket sales will be limited to 3,000 places.
Don't miss out.
Timeout, VRDL, 16:31 where the clock is frozen.
It's been an exciting day today at the Classique Georgia W Tush. We've had some fabulous games. The Gotham All-Stars versus arch rival All-Stars was marvelous.
Indeed.
Wall Street Traders versus Montreal Sexpos was also one of the best beatings I've seen in a while.
Yeah. In terms of B team action, the speed and the ferocity of it was something I haven't seen in quite some time.
And now this one?
We are truly blessed here at Arena Saint Louis.
And we still have a full day of action tomorrow, so be sure to tune in on our Facebook page. A big thank you to Nerd Derby, back to the Derby. Miracle Whips, lead jammer for Montreal.
Miracle Whip spun around staring at her jammer referee, not quite sure that things had gone the way she anticipated. But yes, Miracle Whips lead for the new Skids. Anna Paviuova, the streak of leads broken.
Anna Paviuova approche le pack pour son premier passage cumulatif. Oh, beau saut de l'Apex, Miracle Whips, 4 points de plus au tableau.
Nails the landing on the apex jump. Miracle Whips now at 8. Anna Paviuova still firmly ensconced within the pack. Cheese Grater going to the Restaurant Gus penalty box. 2 blockers missing on the Montreal side, although you would not know it the way Anna Paviuova is being held, although finally Pavi breaks free for 4 points of her own.
Miracle Whips envoyé à l'extérieur de la piste, arrête le jam depuis le sol. On lui donne 3 points supplémentaires, un total de 11 sur ce dernier jam. 11-4 en faveur des New Skids. Pointage maintenant 63 Victorian All-Stars, 31 New Skids on the block. 15 minutes et quelques secondes restantes à la première demi.
A very definitive jam for the New Skids on the block, 11-4. Victorian All-Stars, 63 New Skids on the block, 31. And we're at the halfway point of the first period.
Sarah Love pour Victorian All-Stars, Rogue Runner pour les New Skids on the block. Oh, Rogue Runner envoyé à la boîte de pénalité Gus pour un low block. Power Jam et le lead vont à Sarah Love de Victorian All-Stars.
Power Jam Victorian, Sarah Love engaging with the pack. Finds space on the inside, just narrowly avoids a hit from Fresh Avocado. 4 on the board. Sarah Love looking for more. A New Skids swarm around Sarah Love, and we get the call off.
Sarah Love arrête le jam. Rogue Runner debout dans la boîte de pénalité Gus. Ça va être un super départ pour Lauren Foote de Victorian All-Stars sur le prochain jam.
14 minutes remain. That was a 7-0 jam. Victorian maintaining their lead. They're coming. They've doubled up on the New Skids, I should say. The score is 70. New Skids at 31.
And Victorian All-Stars with the power star, Lauren Foote.
Lauren Foote avec 2 blocs. Ça passe pour Lauren Foote, première jammeuse, mais réabsorbée par la défense. Rogue Runner de retour de la boîte de pénalité. Gus complète son passage initial.
Lauren Foote had an opportunity to gain lead as Rogue Runner was sitting in the box momentarily, but Rogue Runner with the recovery and an apex jump right at the end of the jam.
No points awarded to Rogue Runner, though, as 0-0 jam. Score still 70-31 in favor of Victorian All-Stars. 13 minutes and some change left to play in the first half.
Full marks for effort, though.
Oh, yes. I am sitting enjoying a can of soda with you. Like, all the efforts is happening out there.
Oh yeah, no, that's why I am in the chair. I leave it to the experts. Anna Paviuova and Falcon Punch jammers of the right now.
Anna Paviuova avec le lead, Falcon Punch. Sorti de la piste par Law Rage. Forcé de revenir dans le pack par le tournant numéro 4.
Pavi is scoring. Falcon Punch has found a way out of the pack. And 4 points on the board. Anna Paviuova is still working on a very impressive 5 of 6 leads.
Pointage maintenant 74 Victorian All-Stars, 31 New Skids on the block. Une demande de révision officielle vient du banc des New Skids on the block. Puis on aura plus de détails, on va vous les partager.
And the bench from Montreal requesting an official review or more details as they are made available. And clock frozen at 11:59, just 12 minutes remaining in the first period of play. But as they say, there's a whole another half.
Who's they?
Who's they? Who says there's a whole nother half? Probably, you know, in-specific mathematicians.
It's about, we have, I would say, 4/6 of the game remaining, 2/3 of the game, 66%.
Biff Mix-a-Lot, our producer, saying it's about 4/6 of the game remaining.
I would agree.
I would too. 11:59 where the clock is frozen. Victorian All-Stars 74, New Skids on the block 31. And of course, we will be looking forward to the postseason.
Yes, some exciting events coming up. We have 2 playoffs coming up, September 6th to 8th in Winston-Salem, North Carolina in the U.S. Following weekend, September 13 to 15 in Seattle, Washington, also in the U.S. Continental Cups also come in. North America West in Salem, in Orem, Utah, August 9th to 11th. The North America East will be in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, August 23rd to 25th, and the European Continental Cup coming up in October 5th to 6th in Helsinki, Finland. Speaking of Helsinki, their game tomorrow coming up, it's going to be the first game of the day, final day of Classique Georgia W Tush at 10 a.m. Helsinki All-Stars versus arch rival All-Stars. Should be a thrilling game. You don't want to miss that. We will be broadcasting it thanks to our friends from Nerd Derby.
Nerd Derby has been putting in tremendous work all weekend long. That official review, Montreal had requested a penalty on Anna Paviova in the previous jam. That means Anna Paviova will sit. This is a power start for the New Skids and Kyle Kenzie.
So Montreal does retain their review for the half. La capitaine Kayo Kenzie seule sur la piste. Le pack s'accélère. Kayo Kenzie complète son passage initial, décroche le titre de première jammeuse, mais est envoyé à l'intérieur de la piste au coin numéro 3.
Kyle Kenzie has gained lead status, but is being swarmed by the defenders of Victoria. Pavey has returned from the penalty box, now engaging with the pack.
Anna Paviova complète son passage initial. Kayo Kenzie arrête le jam.
Blocker penalty, Victoria. That is number 10, Bisexual. Kyle Kenzie, 2 for 2 in jamming appearances.
Les New Skids on the block sécurent de cette façon un avantage numérique du côté des bloqueurs pour le prochain jam. Portant l'étoile pour Montréal, c'est Miracle Whips. Pour les Victorian All-Stars, c'est Jambi.
We should mention the previous jam, no change to score.
Ooh, no change to score. Yeah, still 74-31 in favor of Victorian. Jambi and Miracle Whips jamming. Et ça passe pour Miracle Whips, première jammeuse. Oh, non, ça ne passe pas. Miracle Whips a envoyé la boîte de pénalité pour avoir coupé la piste.
Yeah, that was an outside pack referee overrule on the jammer referee. The penalty was communicated, and now Miracle Whips will sit for a track cut. Jambi is blocked in turn 2 and decides to call off the jam.
Un point de décroché par Jambi sur ce jam. Aucun pour les New Skids. Miracle Whips assise dans la boîte de pénalité aiguë. Ça va être un super départ pour Victorian All-Stars sur le prochain jam. Ils envoient Sarah Love.
I'm sure Jambi had a little more left to give in that jam, but certainly seemed winded after receiving a heavy hit in turn 2 there. Decided to call off the jam and keep Miracle Whips in the box to begin the next one.
And we are back underway. It's going to be Sarah Love with the power start for Victorian All-Stars.
Un pack très rapide. L'avant déjà rendu au point numéro 3. Sarah Love déjoue la défense des New Skids et décroche le titre de première jammeuse.
Sarah Love glances back, sees that Miracle Whips is just about to stand in the box, gets into the pack and engages. Miracle Whips has returned, but is struck in midair by Slamazon.
Miracle Whips tente de compléter son passage initial. Défense très solide des Victorian All-Stars.
Everything packed up in turn number 3.
Sarah Love envoie la boîte de pénalité pour une utilisation illégale des avant-bras. Un forearm call on Sarah Love. Super jam for Miracle Whips, who just completed her initial pass.
Just under a minute remaining in this jam. Miracle Whips, a little bit of time to work. Everything is at a standstill just between turn 4 and the starting area. Miracle Whips now engages, spins around the outside.
Biceptual is the last line of defense, but Miracle Whips is through. That's 4 points for Montreal.
Sarah Love stands, exits the box just in front of Miracle Whips.
Ooh, massive hit, biceptual, laying out Miracle Whips. Packed, stuck at the pivot line.
Now why so serious going to work on Sarah Love? Slamazon clears the way for Sarah Love. A pirouette from Sarah Love. 4 points on the way out of the pack.
Le travail défensif des Victorian All-Stars. Miracle Whip décroche 7 points pour les New Skids on the block, 4 du côté de Sarah Love et les Victorian All-Stars. Pointage maintenant 79. Victorian All-Stars 38 pour les New Skids. 7 minutes 17 secondes à jouer à la première demi. If you have a couple of bucks to spare, please consider donating to Nerd Derby
Indeed.
for providing us this high-quality feed for the whole duration of the La Classique Georgia W Tush. Link is on our Facebook page.
And in general, check out the work of Nerd Derby.
Oh.
Nerd Derby's been doing some great streaming work.
Speaking of great, we have the Honey Badger up against Lauren Foote. Honey Badger working on an initial pass. Lauren Foote with the lead.
Mange had lost the pivot cover, but that's no matter to her now as she's been sent to the penalty box. And Lauren Foote, after gaining lead and engaging with the pack for 4 points, calls off that jam.
VRDL securing a blocker advantage for the next jam. 2 blockers from the New Skids on the block currently in the Gus Restaurant penalty box.
Palindrome.
Yeah, the score 83-38, palindromic, and 6 minutes remain.
And a big yellow off the start line for Victorian All-Stars.
Falcon Punch and Anna Pavyova are the jammers. Anna Pavyova has gained lead number 4,000 in the blue.
Making short work of the 2 blockers.
Falcon Punch.
Now back around in the scoring position.
Ça passe pour Anna Pavyova. 4 points sur un premier passage cumulatif.
Anna Pavyova moving so quickly, her own blockers have difficulty getting out of her way.
Anna Pavyova de retour pour un deuxième passage cumulatif. Falcon Punch retenu par la très solide défense de Victorian. Le jam est arrêté. 8-0. En faveur des Victorian All-Stars. Pointage maintenant 91-38. 5 minutes. Oh, time out.
There was a discussion here in the referee lane between Paper Cut and one of the outside pack referees as to a possible infraction that may have occurred, and I believe the referees are discussing it. 5:05 on the clock.
Kombucha. Kenzel Kombucha. Also available.
We put a little time back on the clock. It's now 5:19. VRDL 91, New Skids on the block of Montreal 38.
Weird fun fact for you, the ref, Dred Ockley and the Chad from Nerd Derby work for the same company. They like to debrief on chat after events. Speaking of Dred Ockley, I believe it is his 400 game celebration happening over the Classique Georgia W Tush. Congratulations. Jambi with the lead for Victorian All-Stars. Rogue Runner porte l'étoile pour les New Skids on the block. Rogue Runner envoyé à l'intérieur de la piste, forcé de recycler.
No change to gameplay on that stoppage, as no one new appeared in the penalty box, and there was no change to the score. Jambi has the lead, Rogue Runner being recycled, but we still haven't come past turn number 1.
Et ça passe pour Jambi, 4 points. Ah non, pas de points. Lead. Oh, belle pirouette de Rogue Runner. Oh, qui continue de tomber, mais ça relève. Rogue Runner en position de compter des points.
Rogue Runner got super low to avoid that hit in turn number 2, then kind of blew a tire in the back straightaway. But making a nice recovery, Rogue Runner scoring 4 on that pass.
Jambi recyclé à l'arrière du pack par Bigley Smalls. 4 points pour Victorian All-Stars, 4 également pour les New Skids on the block. Pointage maintenant 95-42 en faveur de Victorian All-Stars. 3 minutes et 50 secondes restantes au tableau pour la première demi. Stay with us. We have a special performance at halftime. Maybe we'll be able to bring you some sound for it. So, oh yeah, thank you, Nerd Derby. It has a percussion band, Stonda. Should be really fun. Stick around for that if you can.
Miracle Whips and Sarah Love are the jammers. Sarah Love is 4 for 4 in previous appearances, but that ends now as Sarah Love will receive a penalty. This is now a power jam for the New Skids. Miracle Whips fighting against Biceptual. Biceptual very often in this final blocker role.
A forearm call assessed to Biceptual. Miracle Whips with the lead for Montreal.
Sarah Love has returned from the penalty box. Apex jump to complete initial pass. Meanwhile, Miracle Whips with some fancy footwork of her own to achieve 4 points.
Oh, another apex jump for Sarah Love, but doesn't stick the landing.
Bigley will return to the penalty box on that play.
Seulement 2 bloqueuses pour les New Skids on the block, mais arrive à retenir Sarah Love. C'est Why So Serious et Alcatraz. Miracle Whips arrête le jam. Toutes les joueuses des New Skids à l'extérieur de la piste au coin numéro 2. Un jam 4-4, pointage maintenant 99, Victorian All-Stars 46, New Skids on the block. Oh, 7 points pour les New Skids on the block, donc 99-49, 2 minutes 10. Official review demandé par le banc des New Skids on the block.
2 minutes and 10 seconds where the clock is frozen. Victorian All-Stars flirting with triple-digit territory there at 99. 50 points to the rear of them, the New Skids on the block, 49. So we do have the entire second period ahead of us and an official review requested by the New Skids on the block. Tickets for the 2019 International WFTDA Playoffs and Championships go on sale June 17th. That is this Monday. Mark your calendar. Get tickets at WFTDA.com/tickets. Yeah, having previously won an official review in this period, Montreal is going to try and get another one in there. The full bagel, perhaps.
Is that a Montreal joke?
It is.
Our bagels are delicious if you haven't tried them.
They are mightily delicious, I would agree. So toothsome.
Les joueurs doivent quitter la piste immédiatement de son ordre de pénalité.
The pivots of each team now getting in the get low squeeze contest to get on that pivot line.
Lots of smiles and good vibes on the pivot line.
Some game playing, the game within the game going on.
Alors pour une deuxième fois, Patricide gagne son rallye. Patricide is right again.
Donc les New Skids on the Block remportent leur
Penalty on the Victorian pivot.
Insubordination penalty to the Victoria pivot.
une pénalité d'insubordination pour la pivot de Victorian est donnée. Les New Skids on the Block gardent leur demande.
So Coach Patricide of the New Skids on the Block gets an insubordination penalty on the pivot of the Victorian All-Stars. That's 2 wins on the review tally as Lauren Foote and Falcon Punch jam for their respective teams, and Lauren Foote makes quick work of it for lead.
Lauren Foote arrête le jam 4-0 rapide. Yes, Patricide, who used to ref at high-level bouts such as this one, now coaching, now part of the coaching staff of the New Skids on the Block.
Those refs turn coaches.
Oh, yes.
They know things. Just over a minute remaining in the first period.
Pointage 103, Victorian All-Stars 49 pour les New Skids. Anna Paviova pour Victorian All-Stars, Kayo Kenzie pour les New Skids. Et ça passe pour Anna Paviova, première jammeuse Victorian All-Stars.
Kayo Kenzie still trapped in turn number 1. Anna Paviova on a scoring pass. Runs into the back of Why So Serious. No penalty on the play. Now recycled is Anna Paviova. Meanwhile, Kayo Kenzie in turn number 2 is spinning, trying to stretch out the pack. And Kayo Kenzie is free. Anna Paviova held up by a trio of Montreal blockers. Kayo Kenzie in the thick of things, now moving into the top apex. Why So Serious receives a penalty on the play. Blocking to the back is the penalty to Why So Serious of Montreal.
That's it for the first half. 8 points for Anna Paviova, 4 for Montreal. After 30 minutes of gameplay, Victorian All-Stars leading 111 to New Skids on the Blocks 53. New England Roller Derby Report would like to thank their production sponsor, Sociopath. Sociopath is a skater-run business offering custom-sewn to-order leg wear for teams and individuals. Size-inclusive activewear designed to fit you. Sociopath also offers dozens of armband and helmet cover options for scrimmage and competition. Team discounts are available. Please see sociopath.ca for more details. For intermission, we have a special performance by the percussion group Stonda. Me and Slim will sign off.
Yeah, well, while the band gets set up for that halftime performance, we're going to take a break, and we will be back in just a few minutes. Thank you for joining us here with Nerd Derby.
de Montréal, c'était standard.
And we are back. New England Roller Derby New England Roller Derby Report would like to thank their production sponsor, Sociopath. Sociopath is a skater run business offering custom fabulousness, custom sewn to order legwear for teams and individuals, size inclusive activewear designed to fit you. Taking a look at the first half of this Victorian All-Stars versus New Skids on the block. After 30 minutes of gameplay, 111 for Victorian All-Stars, 53 for Montreal New Skids on the block.
Our producer, Biff Mixlot, has provided us with some valuable statistics from that first half of play. Jammer penalties, Montreal had 5, Victoria 4, and there were 24 jams in the period. Victorian Roller Derby League had lead in 19 of them, which sort of tells the tale of what has happened on the scoreboard. High scorers, Miracle Whips with 27 of Montreal's points, and for VRDL, Jambi 29, and Anna Paviova 48 of VRDL's 111 points.
On the Montreal Roller Derby side, the second highest point scorer is Falcon Punch with 16 points in the first half.
No real penalty trouble for either team. Slamazon on the Victoria side has 5, and Bigley has 4 on the Montreal side. And we noticed that there were no star passes whatsoever in that first half of play.
Yeah, Montreal not going for the star pass when not getting lead against VRDL. And we are back for the second half. Anna Paviova porte l'étoile pour Victorian All-Stars, Falcon Punch pour les New Skids. Et ça passe pour Anna Paviova, première jammeuse Victorian All-Stars. Ça passe également pour Falcon Punch qui complète son passage initial. Anna Pévioura, déjà de retour dans le pack, complète son passage cumulatif. 4 points, arrête le jam, 4-0, Victorian All-Stars.
A 4-0 there for Victoria. Courtesy of Anna Paviova, Falcon Punch did escape the pack, unable to engage with the pack before the jam called off, and that's one under the belt for this concluding half of play. Montreal sitting on 23 penalties total, VRDL at 20.
Jamie, pour Victorian All-Stars.
Jambi avec le lead pour Victorian All-Stars. Miracle Whips dans le pack tente de compléter son passage initial.
Jambi does spin around from the inside to the outside, and then a little twirl at the outside line. 4 points on the board for Jambi. Star pass. We were just mentioning the star pass. Didn't happen in the first half, but it's happening right away now. Why so serious receiving the star from Montreal?
Et ça passe pour Why So Serious. 4 points pour les New Skids on the block. Jambi. Jambi continue le jam.
Miracle Whips acting in a blocking capacity, able to get a nudge in on Jambi, push Jambi to the interior, but Jambi continues on, but surrounded again by blockers. Jambi will sit in the restaurant Gus penalty box, blocking with the head. The penalty there, that means Why So Serious, having become the jammer of the New Skids on the block. Currently has free reign, assuming Sirius can get around these blockers.
4 points supplémentaires pour Why So Serious. Why So Serious rapproche le pack pour son 3e passage cumulatif. Et ça passe. Why So Serious. 12 points. 16 pour Victorian All-Stars. Pointage maintenant 131 Victorian All-Stars, 65 pour les New Skids on the block.
And that's a 16-12 jam in favor of the Victorian All-Stars. However, Montreal having lost the lead and passed the star, not a terrible result.
Highest scoring jam for Montreal.
That is Montreal's highest scoring jam in the bout thus far.
Sarah Love pour Victorian All-Stars de Honey Badger pour les New Skids on the block. Et ça passe pour Sarah Love, première jammeuse Victorian All-Stars.
Sarah Love jamming against Honey Badger. Sarah Love is on a scoring pass. Honey Badger still trapped in turn 1. Sarah Love receiving support from Walker. Another blocker to beat, but Sarah Love does so, comes out with 4.
Sarah Love avec le lead, comptez 4 points déjà. Pointage à 135, Victorian All-Stars, 65 pour les New Skids on the block. C'est un power jam pour les New Skids on the block. Sarah Love envoyait la boîte de pénalité Gus pour un blocage haut. Super jam pour Honey Badger.
Sarah Love, high blocking penalty. This is now a power jam for the Honey Badger. The Honey Badger has had little luck getting through the defensive wall of Victorian Roller Derby League. Bigley Smalls trying to clear the path here for Honey Badger.
Bigley Smalls envoyait la boîte de pénalité Gus pour un blocage trop bas.
Bigley Smalls limps to the penalty box, bit winded on the play, but is managing to serve the penalty. Sarah Love returns from the Restaurant Gus penalty box and completes the scoring pass.
C'est un troisième passage cumulatif pour Sarah Love. Le temps est écoulé pour le jam. 12-0 en faveur de Victorian All-Stars. Pointage maintenant 143. Victorian 65 pour les New Skids on the block.
Bigley Smalls in the Restaurant Gus penalty box, currently serving penalty number 5 of the contest and also receiving momentary attention from the medical staff.
Thank you, Tourisme Montréal.
Official timeout.
Les officiels demandent un temps de pause, official timeout.
Un gros merci à Nerd Derby de nous permettre
Come down to see our vendors.
de broadcaster le tournoi de la Georgia W Tush.
On a Low Life, on a la boîte thérapeutique.
Sinon, un autre gros merci à Quetzal Kombucha et Low Life Skate Shop, nos commanditaires pour le stream de la fin de semaine. Merci Low Life et Quetzal Kombucha.
Any more hot dogs?
And I believe this official timeout is so that Bigley Smalls can continue to receive light medical attention in the and yes, is now being replaced in the penalty box to take a seat in the medical area. No need for great concern. The gigawatt Bigley Smalls smile still in effect.
We're going to get back underway.
Only saying nice things about you, Chad. I wouldn't dare.
Start line for Victorian All-Stars and Kyle Kenzie.
Lauren Foote and Kyle Kenzie are your jammers of the right now, and Lauren Foote right now has made quick work of gaining lead on a scoring pass already.
Lauren Foote dans le parc pour son premier passage cumulatif, retenu par Why So Serious. De retour de la barre des pénalités et ça passe pour Lauren Foote. 4 points pour les Victorian All-Stars.
There's the back, 4 more up on the board for the Victorian All-Stars.
Kyle Kenzie does manage to escape the pack. Now skating in the free spaces, but Lauren Foote is scoring. Has 4 on the board. Kyle Kenzie with speed round the outside, catches up with Lauren Foote.
Kyle Kenzie, extrêmement rapide à rejoindre le pack. Sorti de la piste par la pivot Danny Darko de Victorian.
Kyle Kenzie plucked out of the air. That was lethal, sending Kyle Kenzie back.
Lauren Foote sur son troisième passage cumulatif.
Lethal with an assist from Danny Darko continues to bedevil Kyle Kenzie.
Le pack arrêté dans le coin numéro 3.
Cheese grater Alcatraz now going to work on Lauren Foote, who has been recycled. Everything sort of swirling around in turn 3.
Et ça passe pour... Non, ça ne passe pas pour Kyle Kenzie. Envoyé à l'intérieur de la piste. Le pack recule jusqu'au tournant numéro 2.
Oh, Kyle Kenzie laid out by Lethal after having gone all the way back to make a very, very big re-entry.
Lauren Foote complète son troisième passage cumulatif 12-8 en faveur de Victorian. Pointage maintenant 155. Victorian 73. New Skids on the block. 21 minutes, cinquantaine de secondes restantes à la partie. C'est la dernière partie de la journée pour la Classique Georgia W Tush, mais revenez avec nous demain matin à 10h pour le match opposant les Helsinki All-Stars aux Arch Rival All-Stars.
21.5 minutes remaining with Roadrunner and Jambi on the jammer line. Jambi spins balls around in the top apex to achieve that lead status.
Victorian All-Stars, première jammeuse.
Roadrunner avec l'étoile pour les New Skids on the block tente de trouver la sortie.
Jambi arrête le jam.
Mais Jambi arrête le jam, 4-0.
21 minutes remain. Victorian All-Stars 159. The New Skids on the block 73.
Kevin Clutch back on the start line for the Skids, and it's Ann Davio over the Victorian All-Stars.
Anna Paviova pour Victorian All-Stars, Falcon Punch pour Montréal.
4-3 pack advantage favoring Victorian All-Stars.
Avantage bloqueur du côté de Victoria. Ça passe pour Anna Paviova. Lead. Falcon Punch juste derrière elle.
Falcon Punch chasing Anna Paviova. Anna Paviova has asked for speed, and the pack picks up.
Petite collision entre Falcon Punch et Alcatraz. Le jam est arrêté. 1 point pour Victorian, aucun pour Montréal.
$20 minutes remaining. On the jammer line, Sarah Love and Miracle Whips.
Miracle Whip pour les New Skids. Sarah Love pour Victorian All-Stars. Miracle Whips à l'extérieur. Sarah Love pousse à l'avant.
No lead jammer yet declared. Each one being ably defended. Magnum PEI trying to keep tabs on Sarah Love. Miracle Whips comes around the outside to win.
Miracle Whips avec le lead. Sarah Love complète son passage initial. Bianca Sciaretta a envoyé la boîte de pénalité pour un blocage illégal au dos. Avantage numérique côté bloqueur pour les New Skids on the block. Le pack arrêté au coin numéro 3. Miracle Whips envoyé à l'intérieur de la piste par la défense de Victorian.
Miracle Whips cautious re-entry after being pushed into the infield. And again, a nudge, this time by Walker, will send Miracle Whips spiraling into the inner field of the track. Sarah Love, meanwhile, problems of her own at the front of the pack, battling with Mange.
Sarah Love looking for a high block perhaps, but 4 points.
Yeah, some words with the jammer referee about facial contact. 18 minutes remain.
Jam de 4-4, Victorian All-Stars 164, New Skids on the block 77, 18 minutes restantes à la partie.
Victorian All-Stars 164, New Skids on the box 77, and it is Jambi and Rogue Runner together again at last.
Jambi avec le lead pour les Victorian All-Stars. Rogue Runner tente de compléter son passage initial. Formation de tripode à la ligne de pivot. Mais ça passe pour Rogue Runner. Nos deux Giants en position de compter des points. Jambi retenu par Why So Serious arrête le jam après avoir compté 4 points pour son équipe. 4-0 en faveur de Victorian. Score 168. Victorian All-Stars, New Skids on the block, 77, 17 minutes and 10 seconds left in the bout.
Will feature
Timeout New Skids
versus arch rivals All-Stars. It's going to be an 18 showdown. You don't want to miss. That's 10 a.m. And at 12 a.m. will be Tri-City Juniors versus Gotham Juniors.
La Classique Georgia W Tush is a WFTDA-recognized tournament. There will be a couple more of those before the playoffs begin. Hometown Throwdown happening next weekend, June 21st to 23rd in Portland, Oregon, hosted by Rose City Rollers. And that very same weekend, the East Coast Derby Extravaganza will be in Feasterville, Pennsylvania, hosted by Philly Roller Derby.
Montreal, Jacksonville, 18s. And 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Montreal, arch rival, B teams.
And that'll be it? No. 8 o'clock?
That can't be it. We don't want it to stop. No.
And tomorrow, and Monday, what will Monday be?
Montreal timeout has concluded.
Hangover. We have a few seconds.
Anna Paviova pour Victorian All-Stars. Falcon Punch pour les New Skids. Et ça passe pour Anna Paviova, première jammeuse Victorian All-Stars.
Victoria ran a set play by pushing back towards the jammer line to begin that. Oh, wow. Falcon Punch almost sliced apart by Walker.
Anna Paviova arrête le jam après avoir compté 3 points pour son équipe, aucun pour Falcon Punch. Pointage maintenant 171 Victorian All-Stars, 77 New Skids on the block.
16.5 minutes. Victorian All-Stars 171. New Skids on the block, a score of 77.
There goes on the start line for the New Skids. Jamming for Victorian All-Stars.
Très rapidement, Jambi décroche le titre de première jammeuse pour les Victorian All-Stars.
Cutting the track, the penalty here to Miracle Whips.
Jambi décroche ses 4 points et arrête immédiatement le jam. 4-0. Super départ pour Victorian All-Stars sur le prochain jam. Avec Miracle Whips dans la boîte de pénalité Gus pour une pénalité de... On va couper la piste dans le jam précédent.
And in the first 10 jams of this half, Victorian Roller Derby League has had 9 of the 10 leads. Lauren Foote, sole possessor of the star.
Et ça passe pour Lauren Foote, première jammeuse Victorian All-Stars.
Everything's packed up in the back straight away. Bigley Smalls puts the shoulder to Lauren Foote, but unable to dislodge Foote from the track.
Lauren Foote décroche 4 points et arrête le jam. Miracle Whips toujours dans la boîte de pénalité Gus. Un autre super départ pour Victorian All-Stars. Pointage maintenant 179 pour Victorian, 77 pour les New Skids. 14 minutes 45 secondes restantes au tableau.
Power start for Sarah Love. Miracle Whips standing in the box now. Miracle Whips returns to the track, but Sarah Love has achieved lead.
Victorian All-Stars, Sarah Love. Miracle Whips out of the penalty box. An empty restaurant plus penalty box. Miracle Whips, the chamber of record for the last 3 weeks.
Sarah Love pushing on the braces of Montreal. Meanwhile, Miracle Whips, similar problems towards the back of the pack.
Illegal contact assessed to number 13, that's Alcatraz of Montreal. Low rider, and why so serious? Holding Sarah Love.
Direction of gameplay penalty to Lorage of Victoria, and now a contact penalty to Henry.
Oh, Miracle Whips is sent to the Gus Restaurant penalty box on a track cut penalty. It is a super jam for Sarah Love and the Victorian All-Stars.
Miracle Whips will be met by Lowrider, heading also to the penalty box. The penalties just piled up in a matter of seconds.
Sarah Love calls off the jam. Official review requested from the bench of the New Skids on the block. Score 187 Victorian All-Stars, 77 for the New Skids. 13 minutes, 11 seconds left on the game clock.
The Victoria bench being requested to witness this official review. There we go. Everyone's where they need to be.
Doing things properly.
13-11, where the clock is frozen. Victorian All-Stars 187, New Skids on the block, a score of 77.
Mange-moi le cul giving us all the disappointment, all the facial expressions. Mange-moi le cul, one of the co-owners of Low Life Skate Shop. You can check them out online, or if you're ever in the Montreal area, come say hi at the store for some skate maintenance, roller derby equipment, shirts, custom merch, all sorts of nice stuff.
Probably some gossip.
Oh yes, some gossip, some puppy cuddles. There's 2 dogs at the store all the time. So big thank you to Low Life Skate Shop for sponsoring this broadcast. Thank you so much, Low Life.
Okay. Decision being delivered here in the center to the coaches and captains. More details as they become available. Skaters are signaled to reassemble.
Anabeyova avec l'étoile sur le super départ. Miracle Whips dans la boîte de pénalité Gus.
The New Skids did not retain their official review on that play. Anabeyova is scoring.
Anabeyova 4 points.
Penalty number 4 to Biceptual.
Anabeyova de retour dans le pack pour son deuxième passage cumulatif. Elle arrête le jam. Miracle Whips coincé dans le banc de pénalité Gus pour le prochain jam. Un jam 8-0 pour Victorian, 195 VRDL, 77 New Skids on the block, 12 minutes 20 secondes restantes à jouer.
It's Biceptual in the box for Victorian All-Stars. That is penalty number 4 for the skater in blue, number 10. Minutes.
Lauren Foot porte l'étoile pour VRDL. Miracle Whips au banc de pénalité. Et ça part.
Lauren Foot on this power start does achieve lead.
Déjoue la défense de Why So Serious. Miracle Whips de retour sur la piste. Lauren Foot sur son premier passage cumulatif. Ça passe pour Miracle Whips. Elle complète son passage initial. Lauren Foot arrête le jam. 4 points pour Victorian All-Stars, aucun pour Montréal. Pointage 199 à 77 en faveur de Victorian All-Stars. 11 minutes 20 quelques secondes restantes à la partie.
Minutes. VRDL 199. New Skids 77. Rogue Runner takes the star for the New Skids versus Jambi, and Jambi has the better of it, gains the lead.
Et ça passe pour Rogue Runner qui complète son passage initial. 4 points pour Victorian All-Stars, aucun pour Montréal. Slamazon a envoyé la boîte de pénalité Gus pour un contact illégal. On va avoir un avantage numérique du côté des bloqueurs de Montréal pour le prochain jam.
Stoppages remaining. New Skids on the block have 2 timeouts. The Victorian All-Stars also 2 timeouts and a review as Sarah Love and the Honey Badger take off.
Et ça passe pour The Honey Badgers, première jammeuse. New Skids on the block. Sarah Love complète son passage initial. Alcatraz a envoyé la boîte de pénalité pour une utilisation illégale des avant-bras. Sarah Love sort du pack sur une pirouette, 4 points.
Honey Badger will join her blocker And that is a low block. Honey Badger sitting in the penalty box. Sarah Love is scoring. Victorian Roller Derby League in the first 15 jams of this half outscored the new Skids on the block 92-24, and that streak continues.
One more. This jam will go full 2 minutes. And once again, an empty restaurant guest penalty box.
Honey Badger has returned from the penalty area in the thick of things. Everything's packed up in turn number 2.
And it's Badger with 4 more points up on the board for the new Skids. Huge collision in turn number 2 as Sarah Love through 4 more up on the board.
Little force de Honey Badger à recycler à l'arrière du pack, proche du coin numéro 1. Beau saut de l'apex de Sarah Love. 4 points. Honey Badger coupe la piste. Envoyé à la boîte de pénalité Gus. C'est un autre super jam pour Sarah Love et les Victorian All-Stars.
Bit of calamity here for the new Skids on the block. It's a second penalty assessed to Honey Badger on this jam. In the box now is Honey Badger. Sarah Love continues. That jam is over.
Un jam de 24 points, 24-point jam for Sarah Love on that last one, 5 for the Honey Badger. Total of 227-82 in favor of Victorian All-Stars. 8 minutes, 2 seconds left on the game clock.
Previous to that score by the Honey Badger, that was 8 scoreless jams for Montreal. Anna Paviova will take the power start. Honey Badger has stood up in the box. Anna Paviova struck down by Bigley Smalls, now facing Falcon Punch. Falcon Punch wearing the stripe. A return engagement for Bigley Smalls in the restaurant just penalty box.
Et on a un passage de l'étoile du côté des New Skids on the block. Falcon Punch now jamming for Montreal. Anna Paviova tente d'arrêter le jam, mais est envoyée à la boîte de pénalité pour un back block. Power jam Montreal.
Falcon Punch, newly minted jammer of the Skids, getting some support here by Katie Kaboom. My apologies, that was Mons. That was a lot of 9s, regardless.
Victorian All-Stars garde la vitesse du pack. Biceptual as the last line of defense at turn 2.
Bigley Smalls has returned from the penalty area. That was Bigley Smalls' 6th penalty, so what she does next may matter a great deal.
Et ça passe finalement pour Falcon Punch. 4 points pour les New Skids on the block.
Biceptual returns to the penalty area for Victoria. Anna Paviova also continuing to score. Just a few seconds remaining in the jam.
An 8-8 jam for our jammers. Victorian All-Stars now at 2:35. New Skids on the block, 95 minutes, 36 seconds left in the bout.
Timeout, New Skids.
Come join us tomorrow morning for the final day of La Classique Georgia W Tush. Starting at 10 a.m., we'll have Helsinki All-Stars versus arch rival All-Stars. At 12, a junior bout, the Gotham Girl Junior versus Tri-City Junior. At 2 p.m., Victorian All-Stars versus Gotham All-Stars. Ooh, that's going to be a good one. 4 p.m., New Jack City Rollers versus New Skids on the block. And to close out the tournament at 6 p.m., Montreal Sexpos versus Arch Nemesis. Oui.
That previous jam was points apiece. That brings Victoria to 230. Well, no, they're correcting the score.
Score is being adjusted. Oh, no. Adjusted back to 8-8.
Trolled by the scoreboard again.
Wasn't the first time, won't be the last. 2:35 Victorian All-Stars. New Skids on the block, 95 minutes, 35 seconds left on the game clock.
I was told the arena holds maybe 3,000 people. So 3,000 people means 3,000 tickets, no more. So
Big thank you to Nerd Derby for making this broadcast possible. Consider a donation if you can. The link in our La Classique Georgia W Tush event page. Thanks in advance. We'll be able to return to gameplay. Miracle Whip's wearing the star for Montreal. Two jammers on the starting line for Victorian. Seems like it's going to be Jambi remaining to face off Miracle Whips.
L'Orage initially containing Miracle Whips. Jambi is also recycled.
Jambi avec le lead. Miracle Whips sort du pack la première, mais c'est Jambi qui a le lead.
Yeah, Jambi did get that lead designation before recycling. Miracle Whips comes in fast. We'll see if there's any change. No change to score on the play. And we're under 5 minutes.
5 minutes remaining in this game.
Rogue Runner porte l'étoile pour Montréal. Sarah Love pour les Victorian All-Stars. La boîte de pénalité Gus est vide. On a un départ 4 bloqueurs contre 4.
Rogue Runner spinning at the outside line, unable to completely keep it in bounds, has to go back. Sarah Love tries the outside, gets a hit there.
Ça passe pour Sarah Love, première jammers Victorian All-Stars. Rogue Runner toujours sur son passage initial facilement. Sarah Love déjoue la défense des New Skids on the block. 4 points pour Victorian All-Stars. Pointage maintenant 239 à 90. Il reste 4 minutes et 3 secondes restantes à la partie.
Falcon Punch lines up against Anna Pavyova on the jam line. About 3.5 minutes remaining in the contest. Anna Pavyova pushes to the front, receives the attentions of Montreal's blockers, but they bounce off. Anna Pavyova has lead.
Falcon Punch tente de compléter son passage initial. Défense très solide de Victorian au coin numéro 1. Oh! Anna Pavyova sur un pied, à reculons, complète son premier passage cumulatif. 4 points pour Victorian All-Stars. Anna Pavyova sur son deuxième passage cumulatif. Falcon Punch tente de compléter son passage initial. Ça passe, non, ça ne passe pas pour Anna Pavyova, recyclée à l'arrière du pack par la défense des New Skids. C'est Why So Serious qui ramène Anna Pavyova à la ligne de jammers. Anna Pavyova ajoute 3 points de plus au tableau et arrête le jam. Un total de 7 points pour Victorian All-Stars, aucun pour Montréal. Ooh, fantastic footwork from Anna Pavyova in the instant replay. Yeah, she got it. 246 VRDL and 90 for Montreal Roller Derby. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left on the game clock.
Jambi and Miracle Whips getting into it. Miracle Whips. A look of relief on Miracle Whips' face. Has not been able to gain lead consistently in this game, but gets this one. Very happy to do so. Spun around, Miracle Whips. Jambi inside the pack also. We're all in the back straight away.
Jambi through with 4 points for Victorian All-Stars. Miracle Whips.
A minute and a half remain. Miracle Whips scoring, as is Jambi. Penalty on the play. Bigley is going to the box. That may spell the end for Bigley Smalls.
Jambi complète un deuxième passage cumulatif et c'est 8 points pour les Victorian All-Stars. Miracle Whips avec le lead. Miracle Whips envoyé à la boîte de pénalité Gus pour avoir coupé la piste. C'est un super jam pour Jambi.
Cutting the track, the call on Miracle Whips. This is now a power jam for the Victorian All-Stars. Jambi has an opportunity that does not last particularly long as now Jambi is sitting in the restaurant Gus penalty box.
Miracle Whips released from the penalty box. De retour sur la piste. Victorian All-Stars accélère la cadence. Sans besoin d'envoyer la boîte de pénalité pour l'utilisation des avant-bras. Jambi de retour sur la piste, ajoute 4 points au tableau. Miracle Whips avec un passage de 4 points.
Jambi has also scored on the play. 4 more points now. It's 16-8 on the scoreboard. Just a few seconds remaining in the jam. And then we'll see if there are any further stoppages to play. Miracle Whips recycled as the whistles blow. 4 more. And yes, the Victorian All-Stars have used their timeout with 4 seconds remaining.
Un jam de 16 points pour les Victorian All-Stars, 11 pour Montréal avec 4 secondes restantes au tableau. 20 points pour Victorian All-Stars, pardon, 266 à 101. Temps d'arrêt demandé par le banc des New Skids on the block.
Les Victorian All-Stars qui demandent un temps de pause. Timeout called by
When we come out of this timeout, it might be Sarah Love or possibly Lauren Foote jamming for the Victorian Roller Derby All-Stars.
Donc Bigley Small has fouled out of this bout.
266 for the Victorian All-Stars. New Skids on the block, a score of 101. I'm going to squeeze one more in here.
Seems like Curly Burley is lining up on the jammer line alongside Sarah Love. For Montreal, we have Falcon Punch.
That's Curly Burley in a jamming debut for tonight, and they have lead. Curly Burley.
Falcon Punch completing her initial pass. Curly Burley
scoring.
picking up 3 points, calling it off.
Big congratulations to the whole team for Curly Burley on that final jam.
Unofficial score 269 Victorian Roller Derby. 101 for the New Skids on the block. Final score 269. Victorian All-Stars 101 for the New Skids on the block. New England Roller Derby Report would like to thank their production sponsor, Sociopath. Sociopath is a skater-run business offering custom-sewn to-order legwear for teams and individuals. Size-inclusive activewear designed to fit you. Sociopath also offered dozens of armband and helmet cover options for scrimmage and competition. Team discounts are available. Please see sociopath.ca for more details.
And with the victory skate by these teams, that will bring the conclusion to our Saturday coverage of the Classique Georgia W Tush 2019.
Victorian All-Stars. Bravo, Victorian All-Stars.
I was going to say I can't believe how much this crowd is into the Backstreet Boys, but yes,
Yes.
I can believe that.
Yes, yes, yes.